What's up, guys? I'm going to make a video talking about my fitness progression and things that have happened over this past month. I've gotten kind of lax about taking my measurements. I do at least once a month. I take like my neck. Here's what they are. They're my neck, my chest, my arm, my waist, my hips, and my quad. So I've been taking those measurements pretty religiously at least once a month, usually twice a month, for the past, since I've had surgery. Is that how bad is it? Anyways, I started working out pretty decently and taking creatine. I added creatine to my diet maybe a week ago. It wasn't a long time ago. I don't know if that's a factor, but I started working out about 5 weeks ago. So yesterday I took measurements on all those macros, and all across the board, almost every single time I take a measurement, it's either the same or half an inch or even a quarter of an inch smaller. But it's always, I mean, that's been the consistent trend for the whole time since my surgery. And my weight for the past 2 months has been right at 230 pounds. It's stayed right there. People have also been asking me what's my diet like, but I'm starting to get to the point where they're asking me a lot. So I mean, my girlfriend says my body's changing. I'm definitely starting to see a little muscular definition in my arms and stuff myself, whereas before I really didn't. But I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to see some just form. It's nothing crazy. It didn't look like I'm a bodybuilder or nothing like that. I'm still way fat in the gut. But you can tell. You can tell that I'm having a little bit of some definition. It's starting to show. And like I said, it's been about 5 weeks, maybe even a little less than 5 weeks, that I've actually been attacking muscles pretty hard and hitting the weights. I say the gym, but I should say the weights, because let me show you this real quick. I mentioned before that I'd show you what I have in the house. This is what I have in the house. So I have a set of dumbbells. There's 10s, 20s, 25s, and 30s. And I have my treadmill, but it's got my son's clothes and bed stuff all over it because he stays with me and crashes whenever he wants. I also have my inversion table and my bike. You guys have seen it in my video before. That's really my fitness regimen. You see this table, this coffee table? I use that often when I have to do step-ups, like if I do, quad step-ups or things like that. But I do like to go to the gym. I prefer to go to the gym. But if it's crowded, or if I feel like, man, the weather's shitty, or I don't have much time, I only have 45 minutes, I'll do a workout here. And I use apps. I can't even really recommend one, but there's all kinds of apps for that. Just find an app that has a workout, home workout, or body weight workout or whatever. Because I do a combination of all of it. But I wanted to say that I was very pleasantly surprised that my arm metrics have gone up. They've been always going down or staying the same, and they're actually up 1.5 inches. So my arm metric grew 1.5 inches. My chest metric grew, I want to say 1 inch or 2 inches or something like that, but at least 1 inch. Man, I'm breaking out too. It might be all the fat that I'm eating. I'm eating a lot of fat. Quad stayed the same. Hip stayed the same. Waist went down a little bit. So I'm losing fat where I'm fat, and I'm gaining muscle. And that's pretty crazy. I actually have it documented. And that's neat. I recommend that you do that. If you start a fitness regimen, have somebody do your body measurements so that you can see. Because I know you can feel stronger and you might see a little bit. Sorry about that. I'm obsessive whenever I get a zit or something. I know it's gross. Everybody does it, I think. Get you a measurement paper and transfer it over to an Excel spreadsheet like I've done. I think it's easier to keep it and it won't go away unless you wipe your computer. But I think I'll include a snapshot. And the snapshot will be like a snippet from my Excel spreadsheet that shows, maybe I'll just put the whole thing down. I don't know, but I'll include it in this video. So below in a minute you'll see my metrics and how they've jumped over the past at least 4 or 5 iterations. So my diet is, you could classify it as ketogenic. If you guys follow any type of specific diet or anything like that, my diet would be called ketogenic because I'm still vegetarian, pescatarian, because I do fish, egg, cheese, and then vegetarian. I don't do beef, pork, chicken, poultry. I'm going to, basically my diet is a lot of fat, a lot of protein, very little carbs. I'm not scared of carbs, and I don't specifically like, you can't have carbs. I just, they tend to make me feel heavier. They tend to sometimes give me the foamies, as you call it. If I do anything bread, it'll create like this acidic response in my stomach, or it'll create this foamy response that makes me feel sick. I love to do chips and dip. I love chips and dip. But every time I do a significant, when I say significant, I mean for a sleeve person. So it would be like a normal small bowl for a regular stomached person. But for me, let me think of the amount. Let's say that it's the flat chips in the bag, and they're the little round corn chips, or the square corn chips. If I did 20 of those, dipped in really anything, because it's the grease and the chip itself that does it. It's not what's on the chip. I could probably eat the same equivalent of cheese dip on the chip, and it doesn't bother me, but the chip itself, anything that's highly concentrated with hydrogenated oil, has been deep fried, just makes me nauseous and sick. And I think that's what they call, I think it's dumping. But anyways, it makes me sick. But I can eat 3 eggs, which is high in fat. I can eat a handful of peanuts, which is high in fat, a decent amount of cheese at once, high in fat, and it doesn't make me feel like that. So it's not just strictly fat per se, but it's the oil fried mechanism component. I don't know how it works, but it makes me sick. So my diet's mainly, I mean literally, there's like 5 things that's staples of my diet. Peanuts, or nuts, because sometimes it's macadamia, sometimes it's cashew. Eggs, every day. Tuna, I do the cans of tuna and eat 1 for lunch every day. And cheese sticks, because I do those mozzarella cheese sticks. I do acidic foods to help break gallstones down, like pickle spears, pickled beets, stuff like that. Just pickled stuff. I still drink coffee. I still drink alcohol in moderation, and those actually help keep your gallstones broken down too. Man, this video's long. I'm stuttering. I don't know. I'm just trying to throw something together. But anyways, I'm super happy because I've gained muscle. I've gained like an inch or 2 here and just a little bit right there. Can't really tell though. I don't have any guns yet. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. Not that bad. Not that bad. You can tell something's happening. My forearm starting to have a little bit of what's the word? Definition. Actually doesn't look just like a fat lump. So there you go. Hope you guys have a great week. Sorry about busting these zits all over the, at least it didn't come up on the screen and have splatter marks all over the place, because that would really be gross. So I'm about to go get my bike on, grab a coffee, digest these 3 eggs and avocado that I just had for breakfast with sauteed mushrooms and kale baby spinach mix. That's what I do. Y'all have a good one.